Yo, what is up, guys? Thrash and Chris here, and this is a VCLT from Julian Lopez slash a metal CD update. So first things first, I just want to get into this VCLT from Julian Lopez, and I just want to say, Julian, dude, I appreciate the CDs you sent me, man. Like, I really do. But let me give it like a little backstory about this VCLT. So I was on eBay and I was searching for a Grail that I've been looking for forever at the right price. And honestly, I knew I'm not going to get it for cheap ever. But I was trying to find out the lowest price I think I could possibly find it at. And the album is like always around 80, 90 bucks. Sometimes it was in the 50s. And then like one day I was on there and I saw a bid starting at 30 bucks. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to YOLO it. If it goes above 40, I'm backing out. Put a $30 bid, no one else bids on it, I win it. And then when my PayPal information went through, it says you paid $30 to Julian Lopez. I was like, oh snap. I'm like, is that actually Julian Lopez, or that's just a very huge coincidence? But nope, that was Julian himself. I reached out to him, and he said that he had a couple more CDs to send me since he figured out that was me after I told him. And the Grail that I bought from him, that I just threw 30 bucks at him and said, dude, just shut up and take my money. State of Insurgency by Hexen. And I'm just going to let you guys know right now, this is probably one of the best new wave of thrash albums to have ever been released. Let me just show you. So the shirt I'm wearing right now is the Road to the Vanquish shirt by Warbringer. The second best album to come out in 2017 in my opinion. And this is also one of the best new wave of thrash albums to be released. And guess who was a drummer in both groups? This man right here, Carlos Cruz, man. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, great album. Julian, dude, thank you. Thank you for selling it for 30 bucks. But the two albums that he sent me for free, first one, Terror Squad by Artillery. Now, I gave this album a listen, and a couple listens actually, and I have to say it is a very all-around solid thrash album. And I never listened to Artillery before, so I have to say thank you. You introduced me to a new band. I haven't dug into their discography yet, but just from this album, I can see I am going to enjoy them. And Julian knows I'm a big thrash guy, and I really appreciate this. Thank you very much, man. And the last CD he sent me, this is actually, I love this album. When he sent it, I was like very happy because I was actually going to start buying albums from this band's discography. Just never got around to it because I'm trying to fill holes in other collections and trying to, really build my collection because you guys know I'm kind of behind. I'm very young, obviously, but when he sent me this CD, I just had a big smile on my face. The Way of All Flesh by Gojira. I like Gojira a lot. And The Way of All Flesh is probably my second favorite album by them. My first favorite, I'd say my favorite one by them has to be From Mars to Cyrus. Great album. But this one right here, I just want to say the opening track, Ouroboros, or however you want to pronounce that, amazing. And then you get all the way down to the last song, The Way of All Flesh. It's like I want to say a 15-minute song of just pure brutality that only Gojira can produce. And I gotta say, Julian, thank you very much for the VCLT, man. Much love, man, for these 3 CDs. I know one I paid you 30 bucks for, but dude, you have no idea how much of a grail this album was, because my friend Steven owns this album, and he owns it with with this whole entire band signature. This whole entire band signature, man. And I was always jealous. I'm like, dude, like, I'm jelly, bro. And I said, if you ever die, I'm taking that album. No one's stopping me. So, like I said, thank you. But now to get into the CD update, a couple of CDs I picked up recently. I do have a lot more. I'm going to be kind of splitting this up in like either one or two, like 2 videos or 3 videos. The first CD I have to show off that I've recently collected is Relentless Mutation by Archspire. Tech death, man. Let me tell you something about technical death metal. It's I'm starting to get really heavily into it, man. I'm a thrash guy, you know. I love thrash metal. Man, I'm a thrasher by heart, but I gotta say, tech death and progressive metal is just growing on me. It's actually been becoming like one of my most listened to type metal recently. Like freaking oh man, I just lost the band's name. Dream Theater, man. I saw them live recently, and I just gotta say, it blew me away. Dream Theater, awesome band. You know, Opeth, of course. You know, I love Opeth. Just a lot of other bands, man, like Archspire, Beyond Creation, Obscura, and a couple other bands, man. There's a lot out there, and but yeah, this song right here, Relentless Mutation. I'm going to be seeing this album played in its entirety May 20th when they come to Orlando, Florida. Very excited for that. But yeah, this group is different. Their vocals are very different, very brutal, very fast. If I were to give a demonstration, you all would laugh at me, but it'd be like, something like that, dude. Like, it's like, whoa. And they kind of made a meme out of it. They have like this meme contest going around. Like, if you have the best meme, you win like a Kiesel guitar or something like that. And there's been some pretty funny ones, I'm not gonna lie. So the next album I have to show off, this is actually my first album. I've started the collection for this band, and this is the first album that I picked up to start it, and that was the Crusade by Trivium. Now, I've been doing a lot of research on Trivium lately, and I gotta say, Trivium, man, like, sits at home, man. Trivium is from here in Florida, where I live and grown up. And they used to play at the Haven, the venue that I go to see a lot of these bands perform. They used to play there all the time. And then, you know, they finally blew up. And, you know, it's just kind of crazy, you know, to think that you're going to a venue that now, like, a band that can fill up stadiums is playing it. And it's just great. And The Crusade is a great album. It's probably my favorite by them. The whole album's great, and then the very last song in The Crusade, that instrumental, just, ooh, icing on the cake, and it's my favorite song on the whole entire album. And it's also one of my favorite instrumentals to ever be played. Now, this next CD I have to show off, it's going to shock some of you guys what CD I'm about to show off here. But this band has been growing on me a lot. They're a Teutonic metal giant, Teutonic thrash metal giant, creator, Gods of Violence. That album art is just brutal. I just gotta say, man, this is a great thrash album. Great thrash album for sure. If I had to redo my 2017 list, this will definitely be on there for sure. Gods of Violence by Creator. Awesome stuff for sure. So next up, we have an album that I picked up for very cheap, and this is now on my Spotify daily mix. They play this band a couple of times, and I was like, yo, this is actually really good. But the only thing that kept me back from getting this album was just I didn't really like the lyrical content. And I like some songs in it with the lyrics, but then there are just some songs that really I was just like, I'm not too crazy about it. But the music, if we're just talking about the music, like the instrumentals, like how they're being played, yeah, this is a awesome album. And that is Autotheism by The Faceless. I picked this up for mad cheap at my record store. Got it for literally $4. And saw it, I was like, you know what, $4. Scooped that thing right on up. And even kept, this is how crazy it is, for $4, I still got the sticker. Like, it's in perfect condition. Isn't that crazy? So, yeah, man, good find right there at my record store. The Faceless, Autotheism. And now, the last but not least, this album just dropped probably like 1 or 2 weeks ago, man. And what an album. This is probably the #1 album of 2019 so far. It's definitely a beatable album, but it's definitely going to be hard to beat. And that's Apoptosis, Allegiance. Now this kind of goes back into my whole tech death / progressive metal hunt, and Allegiant has been one of those main bands where I'm just like, yo man, these guys are just great. And this album right here is their best work by far, and I listen to it and it doesn't get old. It doesn't get old at all. Like Pathogenesis and Interphase, at the end of Pathogenesis and then going into Interphase, like that transition is so beautiful. It's so great, and it's just perfect. It's perfect in all sense. To even have more highlights, Metaphobia, brutal, just head banging, awesome song. And then the last 4 songs on this album, like awesome. Like it's hard to choose which one's better. Tsunami and Submergence, amazing song. Colors of the Currents is an awesome, actually really beautiful instrumental. Cellar Title Disruption, probably their best single that they released, and Apoptosis, the title song, great stuff. Legion, Apoptosis, if you guys haven't listened to it yet, definitely check it out. And the album that we're listening to right now is Watershed by Opeth. So one of my favorite Opeth albums. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for checking out this video. You guys know what to do. Just keep it thrash, keep it heavy, keep it metal. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.